So then, I just had a bit of a cock up there, but it's clicking the wrong thing. I just realised I just need to update my. Let's get that closer. I just need to update something on my stream stuff. So let's have a look if I can find it. Right, let's just. Where are you? There you are. I don't know what's going on with this today. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me just switch something. Switch it to that. Right. I think. Don't know what's going on with my computer today. Right, so we're going to do some just some circuits really because I haven't got time. So I thought I'll just quickly get some quickly just do a flight really. So Tatenhill, and we'll start off maybe at. We'll start at 17 just because we can. And flight conditions, it's still pretty windy, so I think let's go into preset. Let's turn it into daytime. We'll do it like 11 o'clock or something in the morning, something like that. And then a few clouds. That'll do. Right. And then what we'll do is we'll just put here. What's that? Right. There we go. So it is going to be a bit of a quick one today. Nothing too fancy. This to load. And hopefully we'll do the walk around and get flying. Oh, right. First things first is we want to just check the fuel. And we haven't got much fuel, so what we'll do is we'll fill up the tanks first. So I think it's that we do it with. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that. I think it's actually done on here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. So, and what I want to do, let's fill this up. Right, and then I want to try and use the tip tanks, right? So let's okay. And we'll do the rest in a moment. We won't do that one just yet. And I think that should be okay just to leave like that for now. Right. Okay. Seems all right. Yep, we've got the fuel in there. Over here, we can go and switch on the battery. Can't seem to switch on the battery. Why can't I? There we go. Now, I didn't turn on the nav lights actually. Let me. Yeah, do it about there. Ah, no. I messed up. I might as well have just gone all the way around, look. Right. Controls. Battery. Battery. There we go. Nav light on. All that for that. Just to make sure that we got the battery going. Right. Coming round. I haven't got any fuel in there, so that's we haven't got any water in there, so that's good. Once again, just double check the fine. Get the fuel. Sure, there's fuel in there. Yeah, that's full. That's full to the brim. No. No blockages. Nothing bad on the propeller. Just check the oil. Looks okay. Well, good. It looks sensible. Get rid of the chocks. Get rid of the tie down and the pitot cover. So at the minute it's cold. So what we'll do is we will basically turn off all these lights here. We'll put the pitot heat on and the battery on. Up. There we go. So that works. I don't know why, but the click spots for me on this does not really work that well. I don't know whether you can test this as well. I think you should be able to test it. There you go. It's actually stall warning. That's good. I'm just going to presume that works because I'm getting fed up in click spots. I'm going to see if we can use a tip tank today. skitch past that. No water in the fuel. No squeakiness there. It's good. No blockages. And I want to move that to get like that bag in. That'll do. And we're back on board. Right, so flight info. Uh, 1013. So 1013. It's 1, 2, roughly 3 there. And compass, we're at 13 pretty much. So wind is at 269. So 226. Funny enough, I think that is the runway heading. So that's the runway over there. Right. It's 15 degrees. So let's start. Let's get the flaps up. And we'll put these in. Beacon on. Battery on. We'll prime. I know you shouldn't be doing circuits and stuff on the tip tanks, but I don't know, I just fancy doing it. Right, so that's that. We've done that a few times now. Magnetos on, both. Took a while because it's quite cold. In the mixture. Go. That's where I want it. Go. I'm just got to let the oil heat up now. We'll let the GPS warm up as well. So we're on standby at the moment, and we'll turn it on when we go onto the. I'm going to go onto the runway. While we're here, we'll just check the controls are working as expected, which they are. I'm going to see what that does. I do wonder, that's the left and right, that's left and that's got to be right, but how do we switch? How do we switch to the tip tanks? I can't remember how you do that. You know what, I'm going to have a, while that's warming up, I'll see if I can find the actual manual and have a look, because thanks for the follow. Don't know who that was. Hello. Right, so Islamo. Right, I'm just gonna try and find the user manual for this. It won't take me long, I don't think. Right, let's have a look. And I can share this actually. I can show you what I'm doing, so that'll help. Display capture. Right. For some reason it's not liking my display capture, but yeah. Okay. There we go. Right, so let's go down to fuel. So you get lots of developer notes, limitations, performance, blah blah blah. This is all good stuff, by the way. Landing gear, structure, engine, propeller. Right, let's just have a look at some of this. Okay. We've got fuel selectors which are on at the minute. Tip tanks, so I'll get that. Right. Let's just zoom in a touch. The fuel for the Comanche is 2 like fuel cells. Okay, capacity blah blah, yep. During normal operation is drawn from the engine from the cell. Right, okay. So the pumps up. Right, okay, so the okay, so that's fine. Electrical heating, instrument panel. We'll get there eventually. Give me a minute. So get there in a minute, because we are looking for how to do the tip tanks. What am I doing? I'm going to fly a plane. That's what I'm going to do. And yeah, you can ask me. Yeah. Okay, so no, I'm okay, thank you, mate. Right. Get there eventually, because it's got to be in here somewhere. Where would it switch on to the tip tanks? That's what I want to know. See, I get all this because obviously I've used it, but and the walk around and all that, right? See, I thought, well, that's annoying. I thought it was actually, if I just close this now, because I need to do this. I honestly thought it was, it was that, but I don't think it is. So I'm not sure about the tip tanks now. I'm gonna have to ask that. Because once upon a time I knew this, and now I don't. So that's interesting. I thought it might be that, but I'm sure it was that, but it's. I'm gonna quickly Google it just to see if anyone asked a question rather than me looking for the manual. Right. Let me have a Google. Right. Transfer tank. Just tap the tip tap to tap fuel from taps on the wonderful. On the floor. I was looking at toggle switch. Okay, so okay, so maybe it's as simple as where this is, and I just wasn't. Of course, look, right tip tank, right? Of course. So let's. Can we flip that to the right tip tank? So we should be on tip tanks now, which is interesting. And you wouldn't normally do that because you've got full tank here and here, but why not? Right, so we've warmed up. Let's stick the lights on, and we're going to put the pitot heat on as well. And we're going to taxi. So, parking brake off. Check the brakes. Yeah, that's good. Check the controls. Seems okay. Right, we're going to do a run up. Sorry about the long time. Right, so mixture full, propeller full. Set that up to 2000 RPM. Thereabouts, a bit more. Right, there we go. And then we're gonna obviously check the magnetos. So that should drop a little bit. It should go back up. It's not rough, so that's good. We'll check the carb heat, and that's fine too. Prop cycle, a couple of times, back up to 2000. Okay, that's good. And I think that is that. So we'll pull this down to idle. And as long as it don't cut out, we're good. Nice, right, so strobes on, fuel pump on. I'll turn that on, and then we should be able to head out. Do a level up, and we're going to do right hand circuits, I think. 80, and we'll lift off. And we will gears up just because we can. We'll reduce the propeller down to 2.3-ish, and we'll reduce the manifold pressure down to about 2.322. Lovely jubbly. Right. So now we'll start our turn to the right. Do a 30-degree turn. Actually, I should have thought about putting the using the bug on the dash, but I'm not sure whether I did it to the right, whether I actually did it to the right direction. But right, let's just have a little look. Yeah, we should be right, actually. I think that is the right direction. Go out a little bit, and then we'll go onto the downwind. 1,500 feet. Go, just coming out onto the downwind. I'll show you like out the window in a minute. Alright, just keep turning. There's the runway, so we're doing good. Right, so good times, and we're just going to look out the window. That's the end of the runway, so we're going to go a little bit further. Just going to pull this down to say 15 manifold pressure. And what we'll do a touch and go first, and then we'll head out. And do a full stop landing, maybe. We could get to East Midlands, but we'll do a couple of circuits, touch and goes first. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start turning now. Do one notch of flaps. But the sun's blinding. Do another notch. This is where I lose my bearings. I think they're a bit too high actually, so that's not going to help at all. But whoa. There we go. I'll put the gears down as well, just because. Look out the window. Yeah, we're way too high, but we'll just, pardon the pun, but we'll wing it. Yeah, we're way too high. So what we'll do is we'll just do a bit of a flyover. What we'll do is we'll just look out the window at Tatenhill. Yeah, it's a good airport, but It's a wicked rendition that they've done. I don't know what's going on down there. Someone's spinning down there, look. Wait till we get a bit closer. That's just what on earth is going on? Look at the state of that. Okay. Right. Let's get this back up to speed. I think our altitude really should just be probably about 1,500. I don't think we took it to 2,000. I don't think we need to do that. Right, so flaps up, gears up. I'm hoping I just didn't put parking brake on because no. I was about to say you can't put the parking brake on. Right. So this time we'll just go up and really, I mean, I wonder what the elevation is to the to Tatenhill, but I'm not sure this tells you. No. Right, so we'll just keep it at 1,500 this time. If we look down here now, we've got the tip tanks, 3/4 of the tip tanks. We're going too high again, so let's just trim that out a little bit. And this time we will do a touch and go. We just didn't go out further enough to be able to descend quick enough. So it was just a little bit too high. We turned a little bit early and then that meant that it was way too high. So 1,500 feet. We're now going on to downwind. It's quite funny because this has got a 7.7 remaining, which is like 30 minutes of tip tank action if we was to continue to fly like this. So it's good for emergencies. If you ever run out of main wing fuel, it would be good for an emergency. Just, oh my god, we're going to die. Tip tanks. Right, let's have another little look. So we are going really fast. Okay, let's start slowing us down a touch. Right. I don't like that view. I prefer that view. Oh no, sorry, that view. That's the view I like. Right, so we're going to go around, and hopefully this time we would have got a little bit further out from the Tatenhill to be able to descend. So What we're going to do is just going to do some flaps. And just look out the window to see whether we can see the airport. I lost the airport. I have actually lost. Oh no, I can see it's there. Right. And then what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on that. Once we get that onto our wing, well, there, roughly there, look, so it's just there. We'll then start turning in. Drop the wheels. Proper mixture full. Got fuel pressure, oil pressure, everything's all good at the minute. Alright. Go. So these two lights here are called the pappy lights, and normally there's sometimes 4, there's sometimes 2, and you basically want an even amount of red and yellow. So if there's 2, then you want 1 yellow and 1 red. If there's 4, then you want 2 red and 2 yellow. So what we're going to do is just check that the gears are down, which they are. Kind of off the centre line there, but that's okay. It's quite a long runway, so we're alright for runways. Right. Still that plane is spinning. And you basically want to be crossing that threshold at about 80, so we're very, very fast at the minute. But we're okay, we'll keep it. I don't know what's going on with that plane over there. Right, gear, we want flaps up. We want a prop and mixture full. And then we're going to retake off. Go. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to switch back to main tanks. What we'll do is we'll try and do a quick flight to East Midlands if we can. Oops, N, yeah. Okay, we'll get there. There we go. Enter that. We're going in the wrong direction. So we'll backtrack. is okay actually, because we get to, let's just check that my gears are up. Okay, so they are up, and we just want to put it in the neutral position. And we're going to go up to 2,000 feet, flaps are up. We need to reduce the RPMs down to about 2.3, 2.2, should be alright. And we'll just reduce the manifold pressure down to about 18.5, which is our cruise. And we'll just cruise at about 2,000 feet. There's Tatenhill, say bye. And that's it, on the mission. There we go. Now I normally do each tank individually actually, so we'll do it individually. Start off with the right tank because they're both full anyway. And then because we're cruising now, we'll turn the fuel pump off and make sure that we don't lose the fuel pressure, which is there, which we can see. That's perfectly fine. Oil pressure and temperatures are fine. Yeah, all good, all in the green. I don't know why that thinks that I've got hardly any fuel left. I don't know why that's doing that. I had 3/4 of tank in there, but and I think this is Burton on Trent. Yeah, I actually think this is Burton on Trent. As a matter of fact, I know it's Burton on Trent because just outside my window, I go to that island. This is Burton on Trent, and my work, where I work now, is in this building here. Yep, I work in that building there. Cool. So we'll just keep heading on up. What's LF do? I don't know what that does. Step. That's interesting, but we'll just go with the flow. Somebody's saying I've got hardly anything in the tanks, but I have. I've got 4 tanks. Right, so we've got just over 9 nautical miles, and we're kind of heading towards these chimneys over there. And actually, if I just do a bit of a right-hand turn here, and then go to there, this lake, I'm sure it's this lake, it could be, no, I'm mistaken, it's not this lake. There's a lot of lakes by me. I thought it was going to be this one, but it's not. I thought it was the lake that I'd walk around, but it isn't. It's a different one. So when we're about 5 nautical miles out, if I remember rightly, if we just look at the winds are at 2.6, so the runway, I know that the runway for East Midlands is at 2.7, so we'll do that, which means we've got a join downwind. So if we look up now, there's East Midlands, right, I believe, yeah, that's Donington. So we'll go down this side and then we'll come round and land. It's the way we want to do it. Go. And we'll stay at 2,000 feet for now. And we'll go past East Midlands. And then we'll basically do a circuit and land. And then when I've landed, I think that'll be it. It'll be a nice hour's worth of stream. I know it's a few technical issues at the beginning, but I think we are good. Okay. So this is Donington Park. So that's the racetrack. I'll have to look into that, because it's quite interesting to see that when I started off with tip tanks, it was it's not updated, so I would imagine that would have been the fuel, but I could be wrong. But, yeah. East Midlands now, we'll be coming and landing that way, and then we'll be coming into here, basically parking by these hangars here, general aviation stuff, where all the others are the jets, or cargo as well. There's the power station. So I've actually changed the weather today because the real world weather is very windy. At least it was last night, and I think it might still be a little bit windy tonight. So I thought I'll just make up the weather today for a change. It'd be funny if that went to 0. Let's have a look where we're at. So runway is coming down to fish, so we'll keep going straight a bit longer, and then we'll turn in. So we'll go out probably about, I don't know, 5 nautical miles, and then we'll start our turning again. It's quite a long final, so I don't mind doing that. Right, let's start. Reducing the airspeed. Let's just see how far away we are. Yeah, so we'll start turning in. Start slowing down as well, so let's have a look at where we're at. Okay, so it's roughly around there somewhere. Right, so we'll do a notch of flaps. Also turn on to final now. Do another notch of flaps. Right, so we a bit far out. We can now put gears down, prop full, mixture full, and we'll just start slowing this plane down and descending. A little bit high, but right, it'll be reached. So normal approach is 90 or thereabouts. So what we'll do is we'll just try and get to 90. Try and trim this out a little bit so I'm not wrestling with the yoke too much. There we go. So we're just going to check before we get there. Mixture full, prop full, fuel pump on. Everything's in the green, gears down, good to go. So this one's got 4 pappy lights, as you can see. We've got 3 yellow, 1 red, so we're a little bit high. If you've got more reds, then it means you're too low. So there we go. So we've got 2 and 2, and we're coming into land. A little bit low, so we'll just trim up a touch. Oh, something's just gone on the plane, I think. I felt something go then. It's going to be interesting to see if that was anything that we... We'll do the walk around afterwards, just because I think I felt something go on that. It might have been the sim though, just glitching, but we'll see. Come down here. Right, so flaps up and we'll just get off the runway and then we'll taxi then to the general aviation. And I thought I felt something go then, so what we'll do is when we get to the general aviation, it feels okay at the minute. It'll be interesting to see if something's broken. Right. So just down here, let's just pull up here just after the line. Okay. Fuel pump off, strobes off, and that on standby. I think just need to lean the mixture out a touch. Lean the mixture and then we'll just taxi. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if anything actually did break then. Because it definitely did jolt. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're going to have a look. Right, so I can never remember which one it is. I think it's the next one, not that one. Yep, it's the next one. Let's just keep going that way. We'll park it up just in front of this hangar here. Right. We'll just put it in this box. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to just stick parking brake on. We're going to turn landing lights off, pitot heat off. All the master avionics. Now if I turn that back on, what's this showing me? Because does that reset? Let's have a look what happens. Yeah, see, it's weird. It's interesting, that is. Anyway, so we'll turn that off. We will turn the nav lights off. There we go, and now we'll turn the engine off. So idle it, prop, mixture. Turn that off. Turn the battery off and the beacon. Right. So that was good. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to test that, but what I will do is test the flaps. Right. And we'll definitely check the flaps. So let's go into the walk around mode. See, that one feels okay. That feels okay. We don't need to worry about any of this at the moment. I'll get to the other wing. I'm kind of having a look while we're travelling through this, but it was definitely something. Okay, that sounds normal. Oh, it must have just been the glitch. It must have just glitched in the thing. So let's it could have been this. It could have been the rudder, but no, everything seems okay. So what we're going to do, can you just click a point? Click points on my screen are not fantastic, so let's go. I don't know which one is which, so let's just go round. Right. Tie downs, chocks. Go to the other side, chocks, tie down and pitot. I think that should be it. Let's go back inside if we can. How do we get back inside? Like that. There you go. Right. Then we'll lift the flaps back up. That was weird. It felt like something went, but it didn't. So the only other way we can look at, just make sure I've turned the fuel off. The only other way we can look at is going into maintenance. Let's just make sure that I've turned everything off that I need to turn off, which is good. Yeah. Go to maintenance and then go airframe. Yeah, everything was fine. So that's interesting. Oh well. That was good. Right, so I think I'm just going to take a screenshot of this just for the fun of it, because I need a screenshot for my stream, and I haven't connected my my joypad, so I can't do a drone view outside. So we'll do one from the inside like that for a change. But that's it. That is me done, and thanks for joining. It's been a great little flight. I'm surprised about that. I need to have a look into that. So that's interesting. But yeah, cheers all, and I will see you soon. See ya.